Okay, I thought we'd do a little video of starting the two-cylinder Hummel engine. This is obviously an ultra cruiser, non-electric start, just a hand prop. We've got the wheels chocked, and we like to always tie things down. You can see I got it strapped to this post back here. And make sure that the strap is tight. You roll it forward and chock it because you don't want any slack in that. You don't want it lunging forward on you when it does start up. A couple things about the engine here, of course, or the setup. This has got a manual choke, and I think we did a 45 horse installation video. I think number 7 was how this choke assembly works, but it's got a manual choke right on the carburetor, nothing back to the cockpit. You always want to verify if this airplane or engine is new to you, that this is setting at top dead center now. So that's where the magneto is going to strike. Of course, it's past top dead center, so you're going away from that compression stroke. On the chance that you have dual ignition on a two-cylinder engine, never, ever, 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 ever try to hand prop it on the secondary ignition, because it's a fixed timing as it comes from Hummel engines, and it will bite you hard. We've had a couple people get hurt. What I've done with all of them that we've installed is I put a pressure switch in line with the oil pressure gauge. It's like a 5 or 6 psi switch, so it won't put power to the secondary unless there's oil pressure, which means obviously the engine is running. So that's most of the issues. I think that what else we'd have to cover with you. There's a lot of different philosophies about how we crank it, but for the most part, we always like to, this is going to be a cold start. It's also 85 degrees today, so that's a relative thing, I guess. But we will choke it, mag off, throttle closed. We got a parking brake set. This has a handbrake that is also set. And then we'll pull it through about 3 blades, and we'll expect to see a drip on the ground from the carburetor drawing fuel. That tells us that it's primed and ready to go. So we'll pull it through 3 blades with the choke on. Hopefully it'll drip. We'll turn the bag on, leave the throttle at closed or at idle, and hopefully we'll get it to pop off here. Steve, you want to pull it through?
Yeah, I'll verify that.
Okay, he's going to verify that the mag is off. Second.
Brakes on.
Now Steve starts it right-handed. I do it left-handed. Maybe I'll show you that.
Choke's on.
Choke is set. Mag is off. Is the fuel on, Steve?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's dripping.
And it's dripping. Okay, so we got fuel on the ground. So now all we're gonna do is turn the mag on.
Mag on.
Okay, one thing I want to point out, which I didn't, is when you prop this, be sure that you are in the outer 6 or 8 inches of the blade with your hand. You don't want to pull it anywhere down here. You want to be out here for the leverage. I do it left-handed, so I stand behind it and pull it with my left hand. I know people start it in front of the airplane. It's just not necessary. I think why do that? Just keep yourself out of harm's way. If you wear a ring on your left hand like I do and you start it left-handed, be sure you don't have that ring over the edge of the prop, because you'll pull a nick out of it. I learned that the hard way the first or second time I started Maurice Hummel's Ultra Cruiser, and till the day he died, he held that against me. So Be careful, be safe. If you got any questions, certainly reach out to us. Thank you.